Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gamer Grudge X.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Gamer Grudge. I'm your host, Mac, and I'm pretty much the only person here at the moment. I apologize for that. Right now, wait a minute. We have somebody wanting to come into the show. People, give us a second. Well, we got her. We got Owl. She's popping in. She's on her way. She's right here. Live. Okay, guys. Before we start, before we don't want to go to Owl real quick, but we're just gonna go ahead and just say hello, everybody. Welcome to Gamer Grudge Saturday edition. I'm Mac. Um, I'm Mac. Wow, Owl's trying to get everything set up with hers. Wanted to welcome to the last episode of Gamer Grudge for season 10, people. This is the last episode for season 10, people. The final one until September, which we'll do Saturday again. Because this final episode for season 10. Season 10, we're gonna be back though. But before we start the show, people, we got to go over before we start the show, and before we start, I got to go with the fighters, because these two fighters, people, will be fighting for these two fighters will be fighting for what we call the grudge hack. The grudge hack is an item in which the player can use at any time during any of the seasonal fights. So they can use this thing to literally install themselves inside the fight. So they can install themselves inside any Gamer Grudge. Also, they can hack one question and change it to a question into their favor. So they can take a question and use that question into their favor. But here's the stipulation. They only can use the grudge hack from here to a semifinals round. Those are the only ways it works. They can use this in the semifinals. They can use this in a regular contest, but they cannot go into the final round and use this, because that's the only place you can't do. Because the finals because the finals have a firewall, and the grudge hack will not go through there. So there we go. Sorry, we install other viral software for the rest of the Gamer Grudges. I don't want to say that because there are a lot of people that come after us. All right, so guys, before we start, the two people who are going to be going after these two going after this grudge hack. One of them is going to be Captain Fugal. How's it going, Captain?
I'm surviving.
All right, cool. Glad you're surviving, man. And we have Loveless. How's it going, Loveless?
Man, I'm chilling with this bad audio, but I'm chilling, man. One step at a time.
All right, cool. All right, and I'm going to be hosting tonight because Vanna White, aka Vanna White, could not make it, so I have to step in for Vanna White, Ms. Owl.
You got her pregnant, didn't you?
No, that's Lois. Shut up. That's Owl. How's it going, Owl?
I don't understand time zones. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'll tell you what time it is. It is 5:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what is Central Time. I don't know. But this is Owl, people. How's it going? She's going to be the host. She's originally the host for the Saturday's Grudge. So she's permanent host now because I'm not doing this. Guys, just to let you know, this will probably be my last time hosting on Saturdays. My last time doing this. I'm not doing this. Owl's doing this. If you want to go on Saturday, she's your host. I ain't doing this no more. I'm retired from Saturday. So if you want I know some of you love Gamer Grudge on a Saturday, but Mac ain't doing this. I can't do this. I'll lose my mind. I'll rip my hair out. But I know you love it, so I got your host. So I didn't leave you hanging. But we'll let you get gracious. So to go out on top, I go out on Saturday. I feel like I should host. Secretly, there's other reasons why I'm hosting tonight, but I'm hosting and fact check it. We do we have to go to rules, Captain, Captain and Love Us?
I plan on cheating anyway, so I don't care.
Cheating is encouraged.
I love that you were very honest about that.
Thank you.
All right, then we'll just play this fucking montage and then we'll go to the first round question, which I do not have the questions of, but just let you know, people, we do not have photos or we do not have the questions. So we will be reading the question. I will be telling you the questions and we'll go from there, people. But just visualize the questions in your head. Visualize. If you want to, you got a computer in front of you. You know what to look up.
You know,
Montage.
You didn't send me the questions. You just sent me the answers.
Montage!
Again, mention how annoying and how terrible of a character Claptrap is. However, I will give you a couple things. The R2D2 reference. If Claptrap and R2D2 were anything alike, I would actually shoot myself.
I'm into that.
Well, Mrs. Patman would literally go under the mistletoe and she'd look at him and it's like, wow, you're a big fan of Patman. Yes, I am. Mistletoes can be deadly when you
All right. Enough with the Batman references.
Game right here. Is it a bathroom game? Yes, it is.
ready to run. I still gotta fix it. Look,
the red line underneath the word means fix it, okay? It doesn't mean add.
I'm so glad that Mustachio is not Mustachio, Trink is not here, because if she was here, she would tell me, "Are you ready to gurge?" And we're not gurging, we're grudging, people. Woo! Oh. No, Mr. Bell, you're working. Yay, Mr. Bell works.
Woo!
All right. So the first question of the night is, what is the worst Zelda game? So for the first round, we're gonna start with Captain, and then we're gonna go with Lovely. So Captain, what is the worst Zelda game?
All right. Well, thank you once again for having me on the show. Once again, everybody else, if I pause on something, I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just I'm pausing, or muting, not pausing, but muting so you don't hear me hacking like crazy, getting over a cold. So anyway, getting to the answer to the question, the one answer, I think this one is really boils down to actually one of two games, not any of the ones that my competitors chosen. I might not, but it's Link: The Faces of Evil. This is a game.
That's it. Answer.
Oh, that's right. I only give answers. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. We didn't ask you. You said you knew the rules, so
yeah,
you're already starting that cheating bullshit. There's no. I'll stop it.
Or he took a cheap shot. Shame on
Shut
me.
it. All right.
Mute it.
Lawless. What is your answer?
Yo, like you got all the other things, but I had to go with the Phantom Hourglass with this one, man.
All right, Phantom Hourglass. All right, so Captain, I'm gonna ring the bell. You may tell us why your answer is the worst Legend of Zelda game.
All right, this was one of the two most shamed games in all Zelda history. It wasn't even released on a Nintendo console. It was a partnership with Philips. They created it for a system called the CDI, which most people haven't even played. I have, because I have it. They created two games. They had two Zelda games, The Wand of Gamelon and The Face of Evil. It was absolutely terrible. The controls for that system were horrible. The gameplay, side-scroller, fighting items was absolutely notoriously to be horrid too. And here's a big kicker. they had cutscenes. And the cutscenes, if you've never seen a cutscene from one of these, check it out on YouTube. They're absolutely horrendous. It looks like you gave a 6-year-old a crayon and had them scribble something and just pulled 2 people that are drunk off the street and had them do the voice acting. It is notoriously poor. It's just miserable experience that it makes you wonder who on earth would have done that. The presentation in the game is horrible. The gameplay is horrible. This game really has no redeemable qualities. Think about this. Why would have Nintendo never ported this to another system? There's a reason. They were that bad. This was right up there with poor decisions with Nintendo, like not doing the job with Sony and deciding to drop them and go with Philips. It was a massive flop, and it ended up causing them a lot of damage to the brand. And they've hidden this game. They actually hide it. They've done everything they can to never try to dissuade people from ever hearing about it and knowing about it. It will never be released again, guaranteed. And once again, that's for the CDI system, the system that was astronomically expensive that nobody ever played. I think that's all the time I need.
All right, you were running out of times anyway. Loveless, tell us why Hourglass is the worst Zelda game, and I probably got other friends who are Zelda fans. They're probably going to be judging them both if they're watching.
Hey man, it's all right, because the Phantom Hourglass is by far the worst Zelda game. For those of you who don't know, Phantom Hourglass is a Zelda game, of course, for the Nintendo DS that primarily uses the stylus, and it is absolutely awful. It is unfun. It is worse than a bad game. It's a boring game. It's a game that just doesn't grab you or excite you in every way. Everything with the stylus is gimmicky at best and unplayable at worst. And on top of all of that, the story is unremarkable. There's barely anything. It goes off of the whole Toon Link genre because it follows directly after Wind Waker. And it does nothing to expand the character. It does nothing to really expand the gameplay at all. It's a nothing game. It's to the fact where I probably said Phantom Hourglass, and half of you probably even forgot that was a thing until I just said it. Just like everything else, it's probably not going to get ported anytime soon. If it does, that's going to be a waste of a port because it's just a waste of space. It's a waste of time. Nobody should play, period. End of discussion. I give the rest of my time, man.
All right. I'm going to go to gallery mode. I have to. I'll ask Owl. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. Are you sure?
That is a separate question.
All right. Well, I guess you're ready. All right. I'm gonna ring this bell. I love messing with Owl. All right, so I'm gonna ring this bell. You have 5 minutes. I'm gonna ring this bell, and you can tear each other down. I want to see blood starting now.
You can go ahead, because my game's horrible. This speaks for itself. Matter of fact, you hear the quietness that was there a second ago? That's because this is a problem with the game I was talking about. It doesn't even have sound effects when you hit something. So if you're not watching your life bar, you can completely be obliterated and not even know it because you never even heard it. Once again, no sound effects. It's so pathetic.
Yeah, no, it's like I gotta get cat because I'm not gonna argue whether the game is superior technically or not. But what it lacks in technical superiority, it makes up for in its memeability. It is one of the most meme Zelda games in history. It's ironically good. It's so bad that it can loop back around to being good. What you can't say for Phantom Hourglass, because Phantom Hourglass is boring. There's nothing to draw from it, like at all.
Wow, think about this though. This game is so poorly received that it is only a meme. That's only people get to it. You can't get the game because they didn't make much of it because nobody wanted that piece of crap. It's actually probably sitting in some landfills next to ET. It's just such a terrible game that even die-hard Zelda collectors refuse to collect this game.
Man, they over here collecting Phantom Hourglass. I'm pretty sure that I got a couple of these just burning in the backyard right now. Matter of fact, if I wasn't busy doing this, I'd go ahead and buy a bunch of copies just to burn it too, because nobody should play Phantom Hourglass. Like, just period. End of discussion. Like, the stylus by itself, like the stylus controls is just nonsensical. You can say whatever you want about, the faces of evil. At least you can move and attack with the press of a button. At least you can.
Not very much. It depends on which controller, because the actual controller that came with the CDI didn't work that well. It was a one-handed controller. Terrible. Matter of fact, the game was so unlinked, like most people didn't even realize this is a Zelda game.
I was like, nah, it was. And I think Phantom Hourglass is like, at this point, it's just like, I'm trying to find the words to really do it, but the problem is I can't find the words. There's nothing to the game at all.
Speaking of words, Will Smith would have slapped this Zelda game.
Yeah, because like with the cutscenes of Face of Evil, those are genuinely hilarious. Those are probably some of the most funniest cutscenes ever. If you haven't seen it, you have to, because the game is at least memorable. There's at least something to it with the game. And
do you want to be remembered for being bad?
Bad, probably something that is technically bad, than to have a game that has absolutely nothing to it, because it has no right to exist, because it does absolutely nothing, like at all.
This game was so bad, even the angry video game nerd had to do a video on it.
And the fact that the angry video game nerd hasn't even considered doing anything like this kind of speaks to how nothing this game is. Because what is there to really talk about? Because like with Face of Evil, we can point out a lot of things and we can have a good old laugh about how the same button that you got to use to pull up the menu is the same button that you got to do to go through doors, or whatever the case may be. Or to use items is the same one you got to use to go through doors, depending on where you stand. Like, this
Zelda game was terrible from the start. This Zelda game that was so bad it was doomed before it started. The CDI Zelda games were born as a result of a series of disagreements between Nintendo and Sony. Think about it. This game was born as a disagreement, so it's pretty much an abortion for video games.
But again, at least there's something interesting. There's at least something interesting to talk about. Because outside the stylus, what does Phantom Hourglass have going for itself? Nothing. We can't even have a discussion about what Phantom Hourglass does, because there's nothing, like absolutely nothing to it.
Most of the cutscenes on this game were outsourced to a Russian company, just so you know, which served as an absolute disservice to the Link games.
Yeah, these Russians can have whatever they want with this. Tell you what. I was like, if Rush can make more games like that, then come on, make more games like that, because I need more laughter in my life.
I wouldn't even use this disc of this game as a coaster.
That's the soul, and it's just like, it's just a slog. It's boring. It does nothing new. Like, if you play just the first 30 minutes, you've played the entire game. It just goes on for another 20 hours after that.
This game is so bad, I wouldn't even use it as the disc as a coaster, because it would spoil my drink.
Man, it's like, I feel like I cursed my DS. I had to throw away my whole DS getting with the Phantom Hourglass. Because like,
well, this, I find it fun that you mentioned your game is repetitive, but this one is the same way. It's pretty straightforward, other than the fact that you pretty much, it opens up a stage, you fight a few things. Once again, you here have no fighting.
I think it's time, guys.
Thank you. Nice argument, sir.
Yeah, nice argument for yourself, man.
I like your argument of it was so bad that what was it that people don't remember it or something like that. That's good.
All right, stop agreeing, damn it. This is James.
I'm sorry.
We gotta lick each other. After we scratch each other up, we gotta lick the wounds, man.
Nah, you got like y'all gotta man, it's like literally y'all hugging each other after you just like sliced each other up.
That was it was a very nice bloodbath.
Yeah, it was a nice bloodbath. It's like they just like, I'm so sorry, dude. Oh God, you want your arm? Here you go.
Well, I feel bad for him for playing that bad game. And
Al, you had a question?
I do not.
Okay. No, it's okay. I think I got one. So my question is, with Zelda, it's more so about, it's more about what is the most disappointing dungeon in your game? Because dungeons are really the thing about Zelda, and Zelda dungeons are more of the most things that you want to do in Zelda. So, what is the most disappointing one in each of your games?
This one doesn't even have traditional dungeons. It's all side scroll, like one of the most hated Zelda games, the second one. It's all side scroll like that, and no distinct dungeons, mazes. It's just you go to the next room, fight off stuff, and move to the next.
Okay, all right.
Phantom Hourglass is like, it's like it has a few dungeons, but the most disappointing dungeon I think is the temple. I neglect to remember what the name is because I don't want to remember anything about this game. But it's like the one we have to keep going back to. You have to travel to different words to get a key so you can go back and go through the dungeon again. But every time you do it, you old crap that you did in order to unlock that part. Right. So it's just you're adding more and more to it just to unlock another section that's not fun, just to get to the end. For what?
All right. So I don't know if you did any facts, but I got some. Let's start off with Phantom Hourglass. It was not based on Toon Link. It was actually based on the Wind Waker. So that's one thing you gotta understand about that. You are correct. You used the stylus to do everything you need in the game. There also was, also there was spirit tracks. So there is that too. You forgot about that one. As for the infamous episode, which we all know, the faces of evil. Yes, you are absolutely correct. You do have those cutscenes, which I'm actually doing some stupid stuff like, oh God, oh my goodness, we're gonna see what we're gonna do here. Stuff like that. There is that is true, and you are correct. The controls, Levels is right. The controls are explained in there. A lot of stuff was just explained, so that's true.
To give the game a little credit, though, they did eventually release a different controller from CDI, which did help control it a little bit.
Right.
I'll admit that.
But at that point, it was too little, too late. Because I'm like,
yeah.
You basically buying a $50 plunger to take care of the piece of crap you made.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go first. Loveless, you picked the game which some people love, and you explained how much of a nothing it is because everybody loved Wind Waker. Everybody enjoyed Wind Waker. Everybody loved Wind Waker. And I ain't gonna lie, I played this game, and everything you're explaining is absolutely correct. The fact that you literally got to find a way to draw your way to you got to draw your way to get yourself to the next island. You don't know what island you're going to get to. It just was not good. I agree. It just was a nothing of a game. Captain, I agree. That game was terrible too. You picked a terrible ass game. It was bad. Like the fact that your controls are terrible, the fact that you got to climb to the next layer, the fact that you don't know what you do. Yeah, the nerd did do it. That's something it's good, and the controls are terrible. Everything you said is right. Is not good.
My wife introduced me to that game, but she had the system.
Did your wife like you?
I know. I'm starting to wonder that too after thinking about that. And
Your wife love you? I'm sorry to question this. I'm sorry. Do your wife even love you? Want you around? Now here's the thing. Wow. So Loveless, you're like, wow, no, sorry, Captain, you're correct. It is bad, but I felt like in the art, like you picked the bad game, but y'all both picked bad games. While you did try to take his argument down, he just kept coming after you, and you really didn't do anything. You just kept agreeing with him, like, yeah. And then he countered that with some stuff like you said. Well, certain people loved it, and there's a lot of people who hate this game too. And then you said that then you literally counteract that like the nerd did. I think that really hurt you because a lot of the games that the nerd do are technically not bad games. They're just good. They're just for good jokes because a lot of people who don't hate the Teenage Mutant Ninja NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
I like
A lot of people love that damn game. They fought him on that. And you know, there's some games James did say that there are some games he reviewed that he actually loved. So he just, it all goes with how much comedy can go into it. And Loveless just literally just I think he won it by just saying it's a nothing game. So by hair, I gotta give it a Loveless. So
good job, Bubbles.
so not he didn't win it. All right, what you got, Al? Who you thought won?
Well, I struggled a little bit because the Link Face of Evil only 43. Hello?
Somebody got the stream on. Oh, never mind, they got it. We're good.
Well, I have the mod for GF1 Studios playing in the background. I muted it. Maybe that.
Oh, okay, there you go. That's probably a problem. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. No, I didn't do that. No, I had no problem with it. So
Okay. Sorry. The Link Face of Evil has a 43% user satisfaction, and Phantom Hourglass has a 95% user satisfaction. I did have my husband look over the questions yesterday, or the answers yesterday, to look at it because he's a big Legend of Zelda fan. He actually has a tattoo on his chest of it. So I'm like, well, what would you give it to? Because you've played all of these. And he said that he would say that Phantom Hourglass was the worst of the two.
okay.
So I would give it that.
All right. So all right, there we go. Phantom Hourglass. It didn't matter what happens because if Ernest would have came in here, he would have picked Phantom Hourglass and it would have been a three-way. So it's literally just that way. So we all agree it's Phantom Hourglass. Look, I'm not saying Captain, that's a terrible game. Not gonna sit up here and argue with you.
All is good.
That was a shitty ass game, but
I've never played the Phantom Hourglass.
I played Phantom Hourglass. It's not fun. It's not fun.
You're better off. I bless your heart that you haven't.
Yeah. It's not fun. Wanda Gamelon, it was like I remember Wanda Gamelon, and that was not good either. You know, but I think Captain, yours was just based on the system. I think if you put that game on a different system, it probably would have been better.
No, it sucked. Trust me, that game sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. They literally took every advantage that they had with Wind Waker that was on the GameCube and fucked it up.
I've never played Wind Waker.
And Wind Waker is good. A lot of people love Wind Waker. And all right. I don't see nothing in the chat. Damn it. I think they're silent today.
I beat the original Legend of Zelda. That's the only one I've beaten. It's the only one I've really played much. I know.
Oh, okay.
Sacrilege, right?
Nah, there's a lot. You could do worse. You do a top 10 list and put Zelda in a certain spot where you got your friends literally want to strangle you. But you know, that happens.
Well, nice round, Loveless. Nice round.
Nice round. So Loveless get 1 point. All right, so we're going to question number 2. Al, what is question number 2?
Question number 2. Are we ready?
I am ready.
Okay. What is the best video game based on a tabletop game? So we went Captain Frugal last time. We'll go Loveless.
All right, Loveless.
Let's see. I said best game based on a tabletop was Dungeons and Dragons: Shadows over Mysteria. I think that's what it said.
Okay.
All right.
Went with Baldur's Gate 2.
All right, Loveless, you have the time.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, Dungeons and Dragons: Shadows over Mysteria is actually a 90s arcade game that, if I am correct, and I hope I am, was later ported. I forget where. It's like I cannot remember where it got ported, but I think it was like ported to like 360 and Wii U like way later. But it's basically a beat 'em up arcade game where you get to choose one of 4 classes, and you get to like just battle out your standard beat 'em up style. But it does a lot of things that calls back to the actual Dungeons and Dragons game. Like you can cast, if you're a spellcaster, you can cast spells. It gives you multiple options, like as far as paths, to where no gameplay will ever be the same before, because there's so many branching pathways. You can also there's also I'm getting tongue tied here, but there's also like it callbacks to certain like enemies, like how with the troll you can only defeat the troll by destroying fire. There's things like it calls back to all the classic enemies like the beholder, the drag, the red dragon, Tiamat, like all those different callbacks together, and it gives you the full D&D experience while still acting like a game and not necessarily taken away from the D&D experience. So yeah, that's what I gotta say with that. I yield my time.
All right. Captain! Sorry, Owl. Am I taking your reins? Owl, you can do this.
No. You are much more suited right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. You sure you're okay?
Yeah.
How many fingers I'm holding up?
4.
Damn. Okay, Captain. Damn. Okay. Damn. How the fuck do you, Captain?
All right. Baldur's Gate 2. Now we're talking about a Dungeons and Dragons game. When you think Dungeons and Dragons, you have to remember, what do you actually think about? And you think about tabletop playing games, people going through an epic story. Well, this game is known today, absolutely, that its writing holds up forever. It's like playing a game with the story that you are actually sitting with your friends and going through a wonderful adventure. The game has a massive amount of density too. Sure, it's not big like Skyrim maps, because back in the day when this was created, but every map is filled, it's packed with people and quests and cool things to see, just like you're playing the tabletop game. It also has massive amount of variety, solving mysteries to defending cities from wild animals. You're working to convince feuding families to try to kill one another. You even join a guild of vampires at one point. The game is also known for massive customization, which once again is just like the tabletop game. Customization, which is absolutely key for D&D style games. This is loaded with that, and loaded with a challenge as well. You can take on dragons without proper preparation and run in and get yourself killed. Leroy Jenkins, that sucker, and just get yourself wrecked. Or you can plan, work together, and build up to what you need to do. This game does everything right, all the little things, just like you are actually sitting at the tabletop playing with your friends. That's all I need.
All right. I'm gonna go to gallery mode. Al, you're okay? You're ready to go? I'm not gonna say you're okay. Are you ready?
I gotta switch to 5 minutes because it was on 3 minutes, but I've got 5 minutes on the clock. So
all right, cool. All right. I'm gonna ring this bell. I need y'all to main, kill, and destroy each other. Okay. All right. Then you can probably hug after the match.
Okay.
I got you, man.
All right. But I want you to hug with their arms, okay? With their arms. Hold their arms and then hug yourself.
I'm gonna rip them off and hug him with.
There you go. That's what I like to hear. All right, I'm gonna ring this bell. Here we go. Ring the bell. Starting now.
I'm gonna get you started this time.
Oh, you want me to start? Okay, that's great, because the game you're talking about, I beat it with my daughter. It's an easy game. It's a fun game. Don't get me wrong. It's easy, but it's just not like playing Dungeons and Dragons. My daughter can play that game and not even know what Dungeons and Dragons is. It's pretty much like a copy of Golden Axe. It's really all it is. Whereas Baldur's Gate 2 is taking the desktop and actually playing it as a video game, which is what people in D&D want.
So with that, I want to say that with the Shadows of Mysteria, what it brings to that is like you said, it's easy to get anyone to pick up the play. It's a great introduction into the world, and it does things in a way where it doesn't necessarily betray the overall lore of Dungeons and Dragons, but it does give you a way for you to kind of experience the game, and then just like you fight monsters and you interact with people, so that way it's a great transition into the actual tabletop game and later into Baldur's Gate. I think it's the better game because it helps bridge the gap between casual gamers or don't into.
You mentioned bridge the gap, and I like that, by the way. But here's the thing: when you're done playing it, you still don't know a dang thing about Dungeons and Dragons. People can play this game that've never played Dungeons and Dragons, and it actually walks them through. And when they're done, they have an idea of what Dungeons and Dragons, the board game, is. They have an understanding of how it works, the spells, and all that. Whereas this arcade game you're talking about really doesn't have any of that. It's like, hack and slash and hit special powers. If I die, pump in another quarter. Whereas this game is like, I set up the tabletop, I'm going through Dungeons and Dragons stories just like I would get from the Dungeon Master. And I would get surprised. If I didn't level up, I am going to pay the price. If I walk into a trap, I'm going to pay the price. When you get through this, you've been schooled in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but at the same time, it also gives you a great visualization because of the art style that it uses, unlike with Baldur's Gate 2. What art style that it uses with Shadow of Mysteria, it has this timeless feel where it's going to look good no matter where you go. So when you cast Magic Missile, you have an idea of like, so if I actually go to play the game after a while, this is what Magic Missile looks like. This is what Fireball would look like. And this is what I would imagine my elf to look like, or what my barbarian to be.
I like the point that you mentioned that, but the problem is they don't understand then any of the difference of the experience of the game and learning as you experience up in this game that I'm talking about, Baldur's Gate 2, you actually increase those powers. Not only do you see those powers like you're talking about, you understand the importance of increasing their powers and their effectiveness and what it can do and change how it does.
It's like I can understand what you're getting at. I do. I can understand what you're getting at. At the same time though, it's like I said, I want to really harp on because the best thing about a game is that it bridges the gaps. It is the best part about it.
You mentioned gap then I'm gonna stick a knife in that gap because your game has no customization for characters.
Like it makes you curious because it makes you curious about if this is what D&D is like. Let me look into it a bit more. What is it? It makes me want to dig deeper into the game. While Baldur's Gate, it's more geared towards people who are familiar with the game. It's for
people. The game is set up to walk you right through from the beginning as a training wheels course. And one of the biggest gaps, you kept talking about gaps that you mentioned, is in the one you had, Shadow of Mysteria, there is no customization of character. You have these select characters, that's it. Baldur's Gate actually has an expansive avatar customization to make the character like you, so you can represent that character and really put yourself in the game, which is one of the biggest key components of a tabletop game. Is you're putting yourself in the game.
Also double-edged sword because some people who maybe you're like me, who you don't have a lot of time to do. You just want to be able to pick up and play. Like, there are modules in D&D where you could just here's a character, let's play. Like, that is great, and you want to have that kind of customization, but there are times, especially if you're a more casual player, where you just want to pick up and you just want to go. I just want to go. Right,
and this game has that too. You pick it up, it gives you right into where you're going after you've selected your customization, and you can play it anytime you want and challenge and take on those missions that you feel you want to do. Whereas the one you have to start at each point, and you have a finishing point, and you have to go through that exact path, and that's it. Whereas this one actually you have choice of path, just like, once again, the tabletop game.
Well, that's not necessarily true, because with Shadow of Mysteria, you still have a certain choice about where you want to go. Like, at the level, there are different scenarios that play out, and they're so numerous that you're not going to be able to get the same one to 10 playthroughs.
Each level only has one change usually, and they all take you to the same exact ending in the game. Once again, it's just like a direct ripoff.
Guys, that's time.
Okay. Good argument. By the way, I do love that game.
That was good. Yeah,
damn it! Damn it! What I said, and won't.
My daughter and I play that together, and she loves it. She loves beat 'em up games, and that's one of her favorite ones to play together.
All I ask for is for you to take their fucking limbs off and hit each other with it, not lovey-dovey shit.
Well, I did during the argument. You said during the argument.
I want you to take his limbs and slap him like Chris Rock did, like Will Smith did Chris Rock.
I did during the fight, but after the fight, you said we could be lovey-dovey.
I did.
You did say that.
I'm sorry. I'm wound up. It's testosterone. Fuck. Stop hugging each other, damn it. Stab each other. All right.
I'm sorry. After the point where he's making out with each other or something.
All right. So, oh, you got a question? This should be your field.
It is. I'm playing with a handicap right now. You gotta understand.
I understand. Yeah, we understand.
Was that a cheap shot at me playing with a handicap?
What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
It was just a bad dad joke.
Yeah, I think they're talking about me, dog.
Both of us. It's secretly both of us.
Have you guys played Dungeons and Dragons? Not like the video game, but just like the tabletop?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not much.
Does your game translate to the tabletop game? Like, is there a module that, I can go out and buy the book for if I wanted to play this as a tabletop game?
So what you're trying to say is that if you were a first-time gamer, can you go pick up the regular game and play it?
That's a good question. I honestly don't know.
Modern, I will say modern nowadays. Unless you're playing like first or like 3.5, then no.
Okay.
Because it's very much it's old 90s, so it's really much based off like advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is that what you meant, Owl?
Yes. Thank you for translating.
Oh, you're welcome. When you said, I was like, yeah, that's what you meant. I may mess up my words, but I understand shit. All right, so facts. Facts. Did not know this.
You're echoing. Like, I can hear Mac echoing from you. I don't know if that's a.
I think that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So, facts. Dungeons and Dragons: Shadow of Mysteria. Yeah, it was a arcade game made by sadly made by Capcom.
Oh no.
It was really well done. It's
really well done, but you know how Capcom is. They don't give a fuck about anything.
Not anymore. They don't.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they still have that 90 arcades kind of thing where it sucks up your quarters, unfortunately.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, it was published in Dungeons and Dragon. Here's a good thing. The Chronicles of Mysterio was made available to Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, and Steam in 2013.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think I don't see anything about a selective path, but you have to literally follow the game. Which that argument was just like, well, I mean, that's Dungeons and Dragons. That's understandable a little bit. So kind of understand it, but yeah, okay. I'm not an expert in Dungeons and Dragons. That's really more I was feel.
There isn't a selective path for D&D. I mean, you may have a couple of different options.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's And as for I'm gonna get this name fucked up, but Baldur's Gate 2 Shadow. Did I get it right? It's
Close enough.
Close enough. Thank you. I knew I was gonna fuck that up. Made by BioWare, which is good. BioWare. So there's that. And it's also have not. Sadly, it got a sequel. So they got a Baldur's Gate sequel. So that's something interesting into it. It literally looks like you're taking the tabletop and putting it taking it to a console game, which is I like that. It's interesting enough. I went first last time. It's your turn.
I'm going with I'm going with Captain's answer. Baldur's Gate 2. And I'm looking at it side by side with the arcade game, and when we say, like the translation to a tabletop game, I'm seeing more of that in Baldur's Gate. And it's, the side quests, the role playing. That's a D&D game for me. It's not all hack and slash. I mean, the last D&D session that I had a couple weeks ago, we sat around and role played for 2 hours. We had no fighting between us, so I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna be honest. Loveless is both of y'all have interesting games, but this is what is the best tabletop game to be put on the system. We got some answers in here that I'm surprised you did not pick, and I'm a little bit upset you didn't pick one of those because they're so simple. They're simple, stupid that they're good, but you went out the box, and I applaud you. Now, Loveless, while yours is good, both of y'all got good games, but I'm gonna have to go with Captain. Main reason is Loveless, I've never been a part of a D&D session, but I've seen enough to where I know that it's not a beat 'em up, and your game is literally an arcade beat 'em up. It's just like, well, let's just take D&D and put it in the arcade system, and that's what you got. And
I will tell you for a fact, though, if you haven't played that game, you should. It's a really
no, I'm not saying it's not fun. I agree. It looks fun. If we're going for the fun game, I agree. Yours is the better game. But if we're going we're talking about. We're not talking about a beat 'em up game. You might got to get a fight here. We're talking about what is the best tabletop game, and looking at Captain's, his is a tabletop, and both of them look fun. But his is not only a fun game, but it is literally the tabletop it's based on. And I gotta go with Captain. So. Sorry, Lovis, but he gets my vote. So
hey, I ain't mad at you. Baldur's Gate is a real damn good game.
Yeah,
I've never played it. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 2. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
What? You never played your game?
No, I've never played that one.
Oh, okay.
That's funny thing.
You bullshitted us.
But the thing is I played the one he was talking about, and it's fantastic.
All right, that's it. All right, Owl, what you're saying in the chat?
We have a new viewer, Good Vibes Lizzie. So hello, Lizzie, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I posted the best tabletop game as Gargoyles because we just started playing that at my house. We have a weekly game session where we either play D&D or we play some kind of other tabletop game. So Gargoyles is our bit. And then Uno in life, Uno ends friendships. So I don't know if that's a good tabletop game.
In friendships, it just
It
You
ends
want
friendship.
no, it don't end friendships. You just want to punch them in the face as you play them. You know, that's it. That's all.
And
Like,
then life takes forever. So
well, look. When you get all those kids and you see all your children graduate, and you notice that you're getting money back, who doesn't want to fill a void? Like you're like, yeah, look, yeah, I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid. But Uno, I end friendships, and I don't end friendships. I just want to punch them in the face. But all right, but we're glad we got a viewer. We're glad to have you, Leslie, once again. Hopefully, you'll be ready for the next question, because the next question is, what is the next? Vanna, what is the next question?
I'm looking for it.
All right.
What is the worst DLC?
All right, cool. What is the worst DLC, people? Hopefully, we'll get our audience into this one. So, what is the worst DLC? Vanna,
Captain.
Huh?
Go
Thank
Captain.
you. Captain.
That would be none other than Dead or Alive 6.
Which one?
6. Dead or Alive 6.
That's a DLC.
Well, I meant all the DLC for that game. It's all garbage.
This is
the reason is it's everything they've done is like they added nothing to the game with each thing.
All right, we'll get to that later. Okay, well,
All
guess
right.
you're going with the whole DLC.
Yes.
All right, Loveless.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Supersonic for Sonic Forces, the Supersonic DLC. Ooh,
not Supersonic Racing. Everybody feet right on the ground.
Cringe.
Ain't cringe. That song fire.
Yeah, that song is fire.
Should we put some auto tune on there for you? Help you out.
There you go.
I'm kissing my ass.
Hey, that actually, can I use that audio clip? I'd love to use that for some stuff. That'd go great in a song. Let's just put that in there.
Not get you points from me. All right, so
I'm trying to see if I can clip that.
No,
that's a great clip. It really is.
Yeah, that's a real good clip.
What, me singing Supersonic Racing?
No,
Yeah.
well, that too, but the other part with you getting aggravated, kiss your butt thing, I think that'd make a great clip.
Okay, well, all right, so Captain, tell us why.
All right, the DLC.
Everything is bad in Dead or Alive.
Excellent. All right, Dead or Alive 6. When you buy DLC, it's supposed to actually give you additional content, things that you want to have to enhance your playing. The DLC for Dead or Alive 6 is atrocious. You can pay up to, I think right now it's up to somewhere around $900 in DLC, which gives you actually nothing new to play at all. It gives you things like hair color. Yeah, and you have to pay for each character's different hair color separately. All of it astronomically ridiculous. Same with outfits. If you want a character to have a different outfit, every character, even if you buy one outfit, you can't use it on all female characters. You have to buy it individually for every single character, which means you absolutely add nothing to this game at all. The cosmetics is it, and it's astronomical the price they expect you to pay. They actually have less in this game than they had the previous game, and didn't even allow you to buy that stuff by DLC. There we go. I think that's all I need for this one, because this DLC sucks.
Okay. All right, hold on.
Hope you see why I packaged it all together. One giant turd.
All right. Tell us, Loveless, why Supersonic from
I got you. I'm gonna let my inner Sonic enjoyer go in. I'm not a Sonic fan. I'm a Sonic enjoyer. But
all right. Go ahead.
Okay, so the thing about it is, so Sonic Forces, let's just start with the fact that Sonic Forces in and of itself is a very subpar game. You can finish it in 2 hours. Without trying, you can finish it in 2 hours. it's not a great game. It's full of glitches. It's full of just broken game mechanics. It's just not a fun thing. So as much, all the fans are asking like, yo, can you give us a patch to kind of fix this? Can you give us some things to kind of help fix the game, to make the game better? And what they decided to do was like, hey, so you guys get Supersonic for free. You know, we're just gonna let you get it free, but only for a month. Afterwards, you gotta pay us $2. And Supersonic adds absolutely nothing. It's like, oh, so things can't hit me. Oh, that's really good. If only things were actually hitting me in the proper game to begin with. And then it adds nothing because all it does is make us think about the wasted potential of this game, because it's like, oh, he's supersonic. Okay, where are the Chaos Emeralds? Why were the Chaos Emeralds used in the game? Why was it supersonic used in the game to begin with? Like, why is it such an afterthought? It's literally just an afterthought of just like, you guys, I mean, we got freaking $6 left. Let's just make a supersonic model that kind of floats just a little bit. Like, at least the Project Shadow, at least that added new levels, at least that added another character. This adds practically nothing. It's like a slap in the face of what should have been a great game, but it wasn't because they decided to do a whole bunch of cheeky bullcrap with it. And I'm gonna get off topic if I keep going, so I'm gonna give my time.
All right. Did y'all hear that?
Yes, we did.
No.
Okay, thank God, because a lot of people say they can't hear that shit.
I heard it, but it wasn't real loud.
All right, sorry. I get angry when people don't want to hear the bell. Al, you ready? All right, cool. I'm gonna start this time. Once again, I will remind you that we want blood, and I need you to smack each other in the face with each other's arms. Smack each other hard. No low blows, but you know.
I got you, man.
All right, I'm gonna ring this bell. You may go at it right now.
All right.
Okay. Yeah,
Sonic is known for having ups and downs, by the way, and that game isn't even one of the lowest of the low, whereas this game actually tanked the Dead or Alive franchise. It was so bad. And the DLC, like you said, we made you invisible, you weren't getting hit. This doesn't even give you that. You can get a hair color. I mean, whoopee-doo.
I was like, at least it works though. Like, at least it actually changes the color. At least it changes something cosmetically. Like, oh, you gave me a golden Sonic that doesn't fundamentally change anything, or in some cases make the game actively worse.
Okay, well, you have to buy the same individual outfit for each character or hair color. How much are you going to get nickel and dime? At least you get a different color Sonic. You get things that impact your game. Even maybe you're so good that you don't need to worry about invincibility. Maybe somebody else does. Whereas this, you get nothing.
Like you said,
it doesn't even add to this is a game that is known for jiggle physics. It didn't even increase jiggle physics, for crying out loud.
See, I will agree that is a crime that is punishable by death. I agree with that. With that said, at least it tainted something. This is just another straw in the camel's back, because Sega has been promising year after year, like, yo, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna add news. We're gonna focus on making the games good. And then they just come up with this subpar, and it's just and all this DLC was just a slap in the face of a bad game, because they could have fixed the problems that the people wanted. But instead they gave us something that nobody wanted, and instead make us reflect even more on the missed potential that this game has.
Okay, well, speaking of things that nobody wanted, have you even seen the DLC costumes that you can get for the content? Not even just the hair colors being poor. Let's be honest. What are people wanting to see when they play these games? They want to see some bouncing and some things. And a lot of the outfits are not very revealing. And once again, the ones that are, they're all the same. So once again, you're paying for the same outfit for every character individually. And on top of that, if you have it on different systems, it doesn't carry over. So if you play it on Steam, Xbox One, or PlayStation 4, you have to buy that for each character individually for each system, giving you nothing absolutely at all.
It's just I can't get down with that. I can't get down. I don't agree with that, because at least with that, you're getting something. Like, I could get this some guy out there I want to see her in this outfit at this, and I only want to play it on the PS4. It's like, I get it. I get it. I do in some cases. With this DLC, all it does is just make you angry. I don't think.
But how much does your DLC cost? Because if you buy all this DLC, it costs you around $900.
All right, well, this one costs like two, but still, it's just.
Well, $2 to get what you paid for, $900. You might as well have Will Smith come and smack you and call you stupid.
Yeah, but no, it's not, because it's not just about the cost of the DLC, because, you can get anything for cheap and it still be good. Like
If
there's
I bought this
some
DLC,
DLC, like there's some DLC for I forget what the game is called. I can't remember the
DLC
game.
is
There's some
so
DLC
bad.
where it's basically free that is
Right.
giving you something that adds to the game. It's just the quality of the DLC, because it literally just does not add to the game. If anything, it takes away from the game.
Right. Well, the DLC is so bad in this game, I might as well unzip my pants and smack myself in the face with 12 inches of limp dick. It's that bad. It's a worthless sham. It's so bad. It should be illegal on this game. They might as well have raped you. Where's that one? You got $2. Shame on them. This one, about 900. You got raped.
And it's just the absolute, for me, it's just the absolute goal, just the absolute nerve on these people to be like, yeah, we're just going to give you some that you didn't ask for after giving you years and years and years of crap, of years of us not really caring or us just letting things slide because, we ran out of time. That's like the 7th time you ran out of time, Sega.
They ought to call this Dead or Alive 6 the government edition, because it keeps making promises and it just keeps taking away. It keeps giving you less and less, and it keeps charging you more and more.
And it's like I would argue that Sonic Forces work, because again, at least with the Dead or Alive thing, at least you still have some of the previous games. At least you still have the base game, which in and of itself is pretty good, all things considered. With
this one, you have to buy season pass. You can't even get that.
Yeah, no, it's like with Sonic Forces, it's like putting that DLC is like putting sprinkles on a turd, basically. Not even sprinkles. It's like the worst favorite sprinkles on top of a turd that is already there. Because it's like, what are you doing? Like, why did you even bother? And then you're just following it up with more crap.
Hey, that's time.
Thank you. $2 though, that's not so bad.
I was like, it ain't bad till you have to use. I was like, I could either use that to pay for half a tank of gas or buy the Supersonic DLC.
You sound cheap like me. I'm paying that $2.
All right, Al, you got a question? No.
I do not. No.
All right. So, will this guy, if you take out your DLC, if you were literally to what would be the one thing you would fix about your DLC to make it better? Is there anything you can do to fix your DLC to make it better? Captain?
Sorry, I was hacking along. I would get rid of the season pass because you can't even really play through the whole game without that DLC. So it's like, here's a game. Not really. Screw you.
All right.
Like, for me, instead of the Supersonic DLC pack, maybe add a different playable character to at least change up the gameplay a bit. Like, make it to where like, you can play as Knuckles or Tails going through it. Or better yet, just fix the game.
Okay. All right.
Give me a playable game.
All right.
Play, man.
So facts. So Dead or Alive 6. They're currently 31 playable characters. Currently playing 31 playable characters. One of those being Mai. Anybody know who Mai is? We know who Mai is. We know who Mai is. Everybody know who Mai is.
Yep.
You should know who she is. She's in there. I just want to put that out there. But Dead or Alive, I got all that. Yeah, the season pass is something that was hindering this game. A lot of people If I had to say reception, it did get a good positive. It got a regardless of positive step. It proves there's plenty of definite fighters. They didn't say nothing wrong about it. They actually got nominated for some. They got nominated for Hardcore Gamers of Best Fighting Game for 2020. So yeah, yeah, yeah. As for I'm not gonna lie to you. I did look. I looked up the other game. I tried to. I just couldn't. Sorry. I just kept getting into. I just looked up. DOA extreme volleyball and see how many extreme volleyballs there were, and there are two extreme volleyball games. There should be a third one, but it wasn't made for the US.
Yeah. Was that important to the argument, Mac?
No, I just wanted to let you know how much how badly people need that third one for some odd reason. There's a selective group out there that really want Dead or Alive Volleyball Authority. They're gonna fight for that. Like, we need this. Jiggle physics, that is true. That's what they wanted to build on. That is not a lie.
I know it's sad to say it, but that game actually it's a good pickup and fighter game for anybody. You don't have to be super advanced and knowing tons of combos, and it was a fun game.
It is a fun game.
The focus all on jiggle physics and looks and didn't add anything to the game.
I'm sorry, man, but this game is the reason why I brought up Dead or Alive beach volleyball. This is the fucking reason why people want Dead or Alive 3 beach volleyball. So to answer your question, Owl, yes, Dead or Alive beach volleyball is a reason that is added to the reasoning. This is why people want it, because of this damn game.
Okay.
Add this to the next. We need those jiggle physics.
Well, to be fair, the gameplay on that is it's fun. It's not hard to play. It was a good system, but this one, they just really dropped the ball to rape everybody with downloadable content. The game's free, but you can't really play the game unless you have the season pass, and we're only going to give you these characters, and now you have to pay attention for all this. It was just a shame.
Right. So for this, so I'm going to go ahead and go first. Loveless, you argued well. You talked about how bad this game was, how much it just took away from it. You fixed it a little bit better. You fixed it better. I do agree like the season pass is true. The season, just to get the season pass to play this game is something that costs money, and I agree, it's something that you shouldn't be able to pay for your game. $900 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
That $900. Woo! I was like, shit, really?
That's a car payment. So that I looked up is true. So I was like, $900. Damn. That number is
boobs.
That's a lot of money to see some little to see mine literally just sit there and jiggle for half a minute. So I have to go with Captain. I agree. $900 is not worth it.
I like his argument though about the what you got didn't add anything, change the color of his character. I think that I like.
Yeah, I know. I agree. But that $900.
Once you said that $900, I was like, shit.
Shit. I like that hurt me. I'm like, oh no.
That's a whole rent payment. Wait a minute.
All that to literally just look at, all that to look. There's certain things that are free on the internet, people. I'm just letting you know that. Al, what you think?
I mean, the weird thing is I would have gone with Loveless because his argument that
I agree, his argument was good. It's just that money part that got me.
Yeah, but I mean, his base game, the argument that his base game didn't even hold up, that at least Dead or Alive had the base game available to it, and the DLC was not a need to have. But for
Well,
him,
I did mention you have to have the season pass to get the whole game. It doesn't actually let you play through the whole game. I love his argument, like you were saying though, that the game is not like a complete game for him as well. That was great.
It's just that season pass and the amount of money is what kept me like, but that money.
I like how he said though that the game was already broken and it didn't enhance.
I'm saying, Captain, if that price wasn't there, you would have lost. That price is what literally gave you the edge a little bit to me. It's that price. That price is what gave you the edge to me. His argument was better, but that price, I just kept thinking $900. I kept like, it's just like yelling, it's like screaming. I hear like $900. Like, it hurts. I ain't got that money.
So what would we do if we tied?
You know who we got to bring in? Who you gonna call?
Well, Ernest is not home at the moment, but I could call him.
Damn it!
Ghostbusters.
Call on Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Or we could just literally just go as a tie and just let the last round be it.
Yeah, because we each got one.
And then we got one. This could let it be a tie, and if we tie again, then we go.
No, yeah. So let's do that. Let's just let it be a tie, and it'll be 2-2, and then that way we won't have to do a PvP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that way basically whoever wins this wins the game. So basically what we're gonna do is we're splitting it. We're split decision, 2-2. So right now you each have 2. The last question basically wins it sinks it for them. Al, anybody what they're saying in the chat?
Let's see, what are we saying in the chat? Worst DLCs? Shark cards for GTA 5.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 3, the George Washington DLC. And then Minecraft DLC.
True.
Yeah, that Assassin's Creed Washington thing. I don't get that. That was
Tyranny of George Washington. Yeah, I didn't like it. It's just like you're supposed to hunt down and it just was
it's a dream. So it's like, okay, so it doesn't matter. What's the point?
Are those games any good? I have a couple of them on the shelf, but I haven't played any yet.
Which one?
Any of the Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed 3 is good. It's just
they're pretty good.
Yeah. 3 I cried. So yeah.
Yeah, 3 is pretty good. I like it. Then again, I don't do assassin people so much as I do building my homestead and like making sure that I got.
I like 2 because they literally recognize who you are when you're in the streets. They literally point at you and just say your name, and I like that because I want people to know who I am when I'm coming for them. Like S&O, get them. Like, thank you. You know, it's me. Like, it's me. I'm Mario.
Maybe I'll try one of them this year.
Huh?
So maybe I'll try one of them. Maybe I'll pull one off the shelf this year.
Also, yes, GF West Studios, there are two American-made Dead or Alive beach volleyball game. Extreme. Supposed to be a third one, but it's on the video. Why, Owl?
Designed for bouncing balls around.
Why, Owl? Why is there not a third game?
Third game for what? Beach volleyball?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that there was some other Power Male Fantasy game that came out that wiped out why we don't have a third beach volleyball game.
Damn it. Oh well. Well, it was fun though. It is no offense, guys. I'm just being honest. I see some people play it. It's not bad. It's pretty fun. I'm not saying that because I'm a guy. It's actually fun.
I can believe it. I mean, the fight games themselves were really fun till 6.
What'd you say, Al?
Are you sure about that? I feel like there are other reasons why you want a beach volleyball 3.
No, it's because it's fun. You get to play volleyball.
It has nothing to do with the bounce mechanics.
Question 3. Question 3. Question 4. We're on question 4, right? Yeah. So question 4. Yeah. That's a good one, Owl. Yeah. Too bad we'll never know. know. Damn it, we'll never know. It's a mystery. Oh, ha. All right, so question 3 is, look, guys, Memorial Day is it's going to be Monday. Memorial Day is going to be Monday, and a lot of people want to go on vacation, just like I did, and just like I'm probably gonna go to Chicago. I'm going to Chicago August 1st. That's not gonna be a vacation. That's going to be a trip. But
July 1st?
Yeah, I'm going July 1st. Yeah.
You said August 1st.
Fuck, I meant July 1st. Yeah. I got the ticket for July 1st, David. I got the ticket.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you got the ticket for the right day.
Oh no, I got the ticket for July 1st, so we're good. So the question is, what is the best gaming vacation? What's the best gaming vacation to go on a summer vacation? Best gaming location to go on a summer vacation. So we start off with We're gonna start off with Captain. Captain.
There we go. I had to unmute myself.
There you go.
All right. So you want to start? Okay. Well, give me just a second. I gotta cue this up here. Remember, I told you I'm cheating a little bit. So.
Okay. Go ahead, man.
All right. Here we go. And. Okay. Here we go. All right. There we go. I want to set the tone for it.
Oh no! You just gotta give your answer.
Okay. Well, that's how I'm setting the tone here. My answer is going to be none other than the beach from Crisis. Set that tone.
All right. Cool. All right. Sounds like a beach. Loveless.
Oh yeah, I said classic, the lovable, the huggable Wahoo Island from the Wii series.
All right. So we got one island where I don't know what the fuck it is, and then we got one island where people beat each other with sticks. Am I lying?
You're both wrong. It's the island from Final Fantasy X2.
Oh.
X2?
Yeah. That's still Una, right?
So what?
That's still Una, right? We're talking about X2. Okay, so an island where Sin actually began. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right. So Captain, set the mood. I hope you got your mood set. Let's
I'm
go
ready
ahead.
to rock.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment and just visualize being on a beach. It's set on a larger coastal area with plenty of beaches all around it. There's shallow water, nice crystal clear and blue. There's not a lot of things to get in your way. It's just out clear, a wonderful period. Picture a breeze, wonderful clouds. Matter of fact, this game's locations are known to be so beautiful, people will take screenshots and use it for the backdrop on their computer of places they want to be. It really, anywhere you can go, think about this. You want to go to a pixelated place? Because remember, Crysis is known for excellent graphics. Even today, people still go, can your computer run Crysis? Well, if anywhere you want to be to that wonderful beach. Glittering, greens blowing in the air. Tons of pictures, you can look it up. There's tons of screenshot pictures because it's so wonderful. It's a wide area where you can take a vehicle, which is not usual in that game, but to take this time, you can take a vehicle that's so big and expansive and drive around and enjoy looking at the rocks on the side of the beach. Just the water splashes and brushes up as the wind goes. Or when the sun goes down, you get that yellowish golden glow, knowing that you spend a wonderful day at the beach. Thank you. All right, there you go.
I see the world when you got the beach.
Did the music help? Did I help load it in there?
No. Sorry, I was thinking of Frank Ocean. What he was on that song. Loveless. Another beach.
All right.
Tell us.
So let me see. So when you think about your dream vacation, what do you think about? You think about the vacation spot of a lifetime where you can be able to do practically whatever you want, whenever you want. And that, my friends, is Wahoo Island. For those of you who don't know what Wahoo Island is, it's that island, if you ever play Wii Fit or Wii Sports Resort, it's that island. It's the island where your dreams can come true, where you have a variety of activities. You can go jet skiing. You can ride your bike along the calm pool. There is virtually no crime there because it's all full of happy me's. It's filled with all the greatest pleasures that you could possibly imagine, even down to where you can play some table tennis if you want to, or you can go sword fight to the death on top of a pool of water. Like it is just a absolute paradise that is always sunny. It never rains, and you can always have a great time. That's all I gotta say with it, because I'd rather be relaxing than talking.
All right. So let me go ahead and switch this to Galler mode. Owl, are you ready? All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna put this clock. Last round, people. I need to see your biggest slaughter right now. Beat the shit out of them, okay? Beat them up. All right. You got your people. You both got Mickeys in your corner. You need to get angry. You need to just hit the champ in the face. Imagine that they are both. Imagine that they're both game characters that you hate. In this case, it would be me. It would be Bubsy. You know, I would be wanting to hit him in the face. So just imagine that. Close your eyes and find that anger. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. Let us go right now.
So your game is based on a beach with Wii graphics. Huh. That doesn't seem very pleasant. It seems very cartoony. Whereas Crisis, it looks like you're really, really there. I do like that you mentioned different things. You know, as I said, you can take a Jeep ride, an artillery vehicle here. You can go and walk into the huts and check out the huts and relax in a hut. You can blow crap up. Matter of fact, get your assault rifle and just start shooting the crap out of stuff. How much fun would that be? You get your bit of relaxing, you can get up and choose your favorite assault rifle, AK, handguns, and just go to town.
Hey,
Pretty
man,
awesome.
Yeah, but what you lack in the graphics department, you make up for the variety, in the accessibility. Literally, your grandmama could come in here and play. And on top of that, it's all about fitness. It's gonna make sure you eat right. It's gonna make sure you get right. It's gonna make sure that your balance is right. It's gonna make sure that your blood sugar is right. It's gonna make sure that everything about you is, say with me, right. Because it's about you relaxing, about being your best self, about being relaxing. Sure, you can't blow up stuff, but you can fly a plane. You can fly a plane, and you can go jet skiing, and you can go in the water knowing that there is no sharks, just a friendly little whale wanting to show you a great good time in this sunny month.
I like that. Thank you. But you know what? There's no sharks here either. And the water looks so much better. Clear. You can see it rippling through the glare of the sun, see your wonderful reflection. You could just sit back and relax by under one of the umbrellas there too. So you have a lot of options. You don't have to be anything special here. You know what? When you go on vacation, do you really only care about your health? Like eating good and stuff? I don't know. I think more like relaxing, having fun, and probably eating more than I should. But maybe that's just me. I love the thought of the wind blowing through my hairs. I take a walk, can't speak all of a sudden. Take a walk by the mountainside over there, right by the beach with the big hills and all that. Just a look that you would never get anywhere else. And you can't get that kind of look on the Nintendo Wii.
It's like you may not be able, but if you're playing on the Wii U, that thing's gonna be a nice, crisp, smooth 30 FPS because the Wii U don't do that much. But what it does for you is the accessibility. It makes it to where you can access it. Like, think about it. You can go ride your favorite ride in the entire world with no lines. You can just go whenever you want. And everybody there is just so gosh darn friendly. They get out your way. They're over here doing Zumba or whatever the hell. Like, they over here just dancing, having a good time, riding their bikes, petting their little dogs. You ever see them little doggies over there? Like, they
sceneries never look better than 30 FPS, like a slideshow. Come on. Whereas this one with a good rated system, you have over 100 FPS. That's a good system. Once again, why you have to have a good system to run Crisis, because it looks so beautiful. I mean, do you have your own reflection in the water and the light's reflection? Can you see through the crystal clear blue water and see the ground below, the rocks and the sediment? Can you see all that?
That lacks, yeah, but like what it lacks of that, like you can also take in a show, because don't forget, Wahoo Island is a stage on the popular game series Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. And it doesn't take place on any of the parts where you're gonna play. It's a floating platform. So literally you can just sit back and watch Mario dunk the crap out of Donkey Kong. You can watch Link bomb the hell out of Jigglypuff. Like, you have a nice little show up in the corner that you can observe anywhere you want without it interfering with your own vacation. Sure, you may not have the graphical fidelity that your game has. I'm not going to argue it. It's the Wii. What do I have to argue? But
I think I'd rather play with my Wii than go there.
No, it's like you gotta learn how to chill. It's like it's all about the chill. It's all about the relaxing. It's all about the variety. About you can do whatever you want. If you want to just stay in your little hotel, you can do that. But then why'd you spend that money to go on vacation in the first place? If you want to play some table tennis, you don't want to go on in the sand, that's cool. You want to go on in the water, you can do that. If you want to climb a mountain, guess what? They have a motherfucking mountain.
Well, there's mountains here too, and I don't think on the Wii you can take a gun with a scope, and if you want to blow somebody's brains out from a distance and never have it see it coming, you know what? You can take a nice relaxing time and do that too. And know that you
Yeah, you got Snake for that. Like, Snake, he'll take care of that. It's fine. Snake got all, he got all them C4s, he got all that stuff. He can come down whenever he wants, come in his bad bod. I mean, think about it. You can see Pirate Mithra.
All right, guys, it's time.
All right, I didn't even get to where you could shoot roosters. I really like how you said all those different things you could do. I like that part of the argument.
And then I was like, that graphic, I was like, ooh, I got to find other things to do because they ain't gonna look good.
All right, Al, you got a question?
Is your beach, because you guys both have beaches, so is your beach like if you walk across it in game, is there things attacking you, or is it just completely cut off from the fighting? Does that make sense?
It's a combination of both in Crisis. There's areas of just travel where it's nice, and there's areas where you're fighting.
Everywhere you travel to beaches, all you're gonna see is some little me's just smiling, waving hi as you jogging.
All right. I have no facts. I'm sorry, I have no facts. It's just crazy. Everything they did was,
I really liked how he said all the things you could do there, to be honest. I really like that argument.
Yeah, the bad graphics are true. I mean, the Wii graphics.
I mean, I have to practice that when I have to convince my grandmama to buy the game for me.
Well, I had to come up with something when you were like, well, you could do this there and that there. And I'm thinking, well, you can walk around, drive a vehicle, and shoot stuff.
All right, Al. Who thought one?
I'm gonna go with Loveless because he really hit it with all the wonderful things that you can do on and off the beach. You can watch things, you can sit back and watch Mario beat the shit out of Jigglypuff, or you can just like chill out on the beach or play, or you can play.
Well, I like that. You said you got all these people that greet you and are super nice to you there. I thought that sounds really pleasant.
No. Yeah. I mean, I did look. I ain't gonna lie. You can get hit in the head with those little sticks, but you did say, yeah, you could do that, or you could be just one of the people sitting there. I agree. Captain, yours was good. I do like the fact that you can it's a beach. It's a beach.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. It looks great. But I'm gonna have to go with Loveless also because it feels like all I'm doing with yours is just going to the damn beach.
Yeah, he did a great job of all the wonderful things you could do there.
Yeah, you can sit down and watch a fight and start your fight. You can sit up there and do what you want. There's plenty of things you can do.
Because I looked at that beach, I'm like, dang, that does look beautiful.
It does look beautiful, but I mean, I don't know. Like, what else can you do? If you would have what were that places in Final Fantasy X with Blitzball, I think you would have won because that kingdom was pretty cool. So yeah. I guess if we tally the score, Lovelace wins the grudge hack.
Yeah, thank you. That was hard fun. That was not easy.
Yeah, that was hard fun. So he won the grudge hack. Also other answers that you could have went with. Angel Island, Sonic, Metro Kingdom, Mario Odyssey.
Because then you got to deal with Eggman and Robot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about Metro Kingdom, Mario?
That's fair. Like the Metro Kingdom, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, you get to literally sing with Pauline.
Yeah, you get to
sit up there and dance with Pauline. Who don't want to do that? And Pauline is a fox. Yeah.
Great argument, though. I liked his argument. I agree 100%. I loved his argument. I felt I was in trouble there.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you're not trying to kiss my ass.
This was the nicest gamer grudge I've ever been on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really well known to be a dick, so I'm always a jerk.
I wanted y'all to act like jerks. Damn it! Stop acting like good people.
I'm sorry. I'm just a good person. Love is literally in my name.
Yeah, I love jerk, but I'm a jerk too. I'm a jerk too. I'll tell you, your game fucking sucks. And I'll give you a straight face, and I'm dead serious with you. Like, your game sucks. Just give you that look, like I don't give a fuck. That's what you got to do sometimes. And there's times I should have won. Like that, like literally giving an argument for Mega Man and Dr. Wily going backwards. But I'm not mad. I ain't mad.
I thought about using Naughty Bear in its locations, but I figure it's nice to have all those stuffed animals around, but then I'd have to go into detail of how you have to kill them all. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just like Superman.
Yeah.
So with that said, people, Lovelace, you know that you had the grudge hack. You may use it at any time. So that means technically, if you wanted, I gave you a date. Technically, if you wanted to, you can get on that grudge and change whatever you want, or you can wait until the semifinals and get it in and use it. So if you see any question on that episode you don't like, look, I don't like this question. You can change the question to whatever you want, but just let me know what you're going to do. So just let me know what you're going to do a week, at least 2 weeks within advance of the show. That way I can tell the other fighters we got to change. This is the question. So this is what you're doing. You're hacking the grudge. So
wow, you're a hacker now, man.
You're a hacker.
Now you got to be mean and evil.
Yeah, man. And for my first act as a gamer grudge hacker, I'm gonna leak all your IP addresses. Just give me.
Well, too bad.
Well, thank goodness I use my sponsor, ExpressVPN. No.
Too bad I have Norton. Too bad I have Norton, bitch. Okay, so
I have Norton, bitch.
I got Norton, bitch. Yeah. You think I got McAfee? Fuck McAfee. Fuck that shit. Fuck McAfee. McAfee is for nobody.
Boy, I got Norton.
Fuck that noise. Like, I have McAfee. Yeah, good luck.
I think we got a good couple audio clips that you could use from this video segment there.
Yeah, McAfee is definitely not sponsored by us. Oh goodness. All right. So Lovelace, what you got to plug, man?
Was it? Oh yeah, but I've been taking a bit of hiatus now. now, but I'm gonna be back soon. I upload over at youtube.com/thelovelessgamer, and I stream at least twice a week over at twitch.tv/lovelessgamer. You can go follow me, check me out over there. I'll be off of my hiatus soon. I'm a teacher, so I gotta finish up the semester first before I get back to the grind.
Do you care if I ask what you teach? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I'm a band director.
Oh, awesome.
Fans.
That's nice. Cool. Anything else? What you said?
Huh?
You said something else?
Oh, I said I was in band. Like that was my favorite class when I was in high school.
I'm trying to get my son to take band because now they have the opportunity to do it. And I hope I convince him to do it because I wasn't able to when I was kids. I couldn't afford it.
My parents just forced me. My parents just forced me. They're like, "You're gonna be a band." I'm like, "All right, cool."
I wish I had the option. As we were too poor, I couldn't do it. So
I just know how to play a few keys on the piano. That's all. Captain, what you got to plug?
Well, thank you. First of all, make sure you check out Loveless out there. I'm going to make sure I do it. He's a wonderful gentleman, and I look forward to checking out his content. I have a YouTube channel as well as it's same thing on BitChute as well as Rumble, where I do video game reviews, product reviews, comic book reviews, as well as I do music stuff too. So if anybody wants to help support that channel, you can go to my Patreon, Subscribestar. If you do that, the track today was one of them that I made. You can download any of those royalty free. You don't have to worry about it. You can use them for your videos, use them as ringtones or anything else. I record all those in my home recording studio. So it's just a community building. I like to work with the community, talk about games, talk about comic books, cool stuff, the tech that we like, and play music. I just want to tell anybody. Oh, somebody.
I just found you.
It's like, hey, that's not me. Well, it's me, but it's not me. So, yep, that's it. So feel free to check it out. I appreciate your support. And once again, I thank everybody here. These people are wonderful. I always appreciate an opportunity to do something like this. So once again, thank you for thinking of me and having me.
Yeah, I thank you. And I know I'm an asshole, so I understand this.
We all have them.
Yeah. So, in this moment of weakness, I had to ask Owl, am I an asshole?
In what context?
I don't know. I'm just saying asshole. I just damn it. You're not at that point. Damn it. Okay. Not the truth here. You're getting there. Okay.
The sobriety has kicked in a bit. It took
fuck the
I've been
truth chair.
drinking a lot of water and chips. So the sobriety has kicked in.
Damn it! I was hoping to get the truth telling serum. Damn it! I was like, am I an asshole? I need to know this.
You gotta send her lots of booze. Ship her lots of booze.
Oh, we're doing drunk gamer grudge when I go to Chicago. I'm gonna ask a lot of questions too. Like, am I an asshole? And tell me the truth to my face.
Only on days ending in Y.
I'm gonna say that. Why? I'm gonna say that on camera pre-taped. Am I an asshole? Now, yes, you are. Today you are. All right. I'm gonna go first. I'll let Owl go last because technically this is her show now because I have given up the fucking reins. Look, guys, I'm Mac. Make sure you come follow me at Tampa Buffet 88. Make sure you come follow us, follow everybody here. Make sure you keep watching the channel, people. This has been a phenomenal season. This has been a great season 10. We've been blessed to do 10 seasons of this, and we're hoping to do 10 more. So when we do season 20, we're probably going to be in the sky for some reason, and we'll probably be like the Jetsons or something. I'll probably have a walker by the end of season 10. I don't know. Who knows? I might be in the studio with a walker like, fuck you guys. We're still doing this. Remember the days we used to do this on Zoom, and now we're doing holograms. So that's going to be fun. Season 10 is going to be even. Season 20, I can't wait to see that. But I want to thank everybody coming here. Thank you for coming out. I thank people that were lurking in the background. Thank you. I want to thank our new subscriber, Lizzie. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully she's going to be a future fighter on season 11. So hopefully we get her. She loved this episode. We thank you, Trill, for stopping by. Like I said, people, I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm no longer doing Saturday Grudge. No longer. I am not the host. I am not the host of Saturday Gamer Grudge. I'm not going to be the host. That the person that's going to be running Saturday Gamer Grudge is Owl. I'm just literally going to watch the show and have fun and laugh and be in the crowd and talk shit at the same time and tell you my answers. Hopefully, we'll get her paired up with somebody, and this is gonna be fun. So we're just gonna be a fun new age for game fixers. So get ready for that. Owl, it's your floor.
I am also a little bit on a hiatus for my own channel, but I may pop in and out. So you can find me on Twitch at Happy All Ren, as it's spelled in the corner. I'm also on Twitch and TikTok, again spelled the same way, Happy All Ren. Twitter is spelled Happy All Ren or Happy All 89. And like Max said, I will be hosting Saturdays and maybe other shows. I don't know. We'll see.
She'll probably host some shows. Like I said, I'm going to be probably busy, and I'm probably fighting on some shows. She probably will host some shows, more than likely. We're working on it, people.
I do take bribes. You can hit me up for my cash app.
Now, look, it's her show, so if you want to give her bribes, do it. I cannot be bought, but look, that's her show. If you want to buy her, go ahead and buy.
I do take bribes.
I have a quarter.
What was that?
I have a quarter. Quarter? Would a quarter be okay?
Man, I could give you a good 3 or 4 compliments. That's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I can afford.
I was like, because even then 4 pushing it, because I need that one. I only got 5 of them things, and I need 2 of them to pay my rent.
Should have paid you. If that's the case, I should have won some Gamer Grudge. That's why I didn't win. Hold on, now I'm noticing why I didn't win. Did they pay you?
So that's all for the show today.
Oh my God, they paid me! This is bullshit. Now things are dated up. Why did I give you the keys? This is bullshit.
I must not have paid enough money.
Guys, we're gonna talk about this. Y'all have fun, people. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Where to end? Oh, wait a minute.